Oh, these girls wish it were just a nip slip. Hey guys, I'm Rebecca from WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Miss Universe fails.
Huh?
How little Ezra?
How what?
Little Ezra? Your grandson?
Oh, my grandson, Ezra. Wow.
I know it.
I forgot I had a grandson named Ezra. That's really great.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. So yeah, we are going to be talking about those times when the contestants fell down or made no sense, but we're also going to be talking about mishaps and controversies relating to the Miss Universe beauty pageant.
Trump demanded that she lose weight, calling her an eating machine on the Howard Stern show. He even took her to a gym and invited the media to watch her work out.
Slowly go down towards your toes, that's it.
Number 10. Miss USA's Transformers costume.
Aaron Brady, Connecticut, USA!
This is a cool outfit and everything, but seriously? In a round in which competitors are supposed to express the traditions and uniqueness of their motherland, Aaron Brady decided to dress up as a Transformer. This is not a comment on the craftsmanship that went into Miss USA 2013's costume, by the way. It's just a suggestion that her choice may have missed the mark conceptually. Oh well, we guess you can't dress up as the Statue of Liberty every year. One thing's for sure, it was a bold choice from the land of the brave.
This year for my national costume, I decided to go with a Transformer because I wanted to do something completely out of the box, something that's never been done before.
Number 9. Miss Puerto Rico is stripped of her crown. After storming to victory in the Miss Universe Puerto Rico section of the competition, Cristely Caride had a few contractual obligations to uphold before she continued on to Miss Universe. Specifically, she had to use a designated hair salon and do the usual round of interviews, photo shoots, and public appearances. She drew the ire of pageant organizers, however, when she stuck with her own stylist, came across as uncomfortable and standoffish in one interview, admitting that she didn't like the cameras, and failed to turn up for another. Caride was stripped of her crown and title, and although she took legal action, the court ruled against her. Number 8. Miss USA gets booed in Mexico.
Okay, next is USA.
Not for the first time in a Miss Universe competition, Miss USA got served up one heck of a hostile reception in Mexico.
She enjoys jazz, writing poetry. You have been a very busy woman of late. Saw you in People magazine, the Larry King show.
After narrowly beating home crowd favorite Miss Mexico into a 5th place finish during a segment of the 2007 competition, Miss USA Rachel Smith was roundly booed by the audience. Professional to the end, she smiled through the noise and answered her question intelligently, but it was pretty harsh to say the least.
I would have to say I would go back to January of 2007 when I traveled to South Africa to volunteer at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa.
It was later reported that the Mexican audience was voicing their disapproval of U.S. politics, rather than of the contestant. Either way, at least Rachel can now count herself as an esteemed member of the elite Miss USA Gets Booed Out of Mexico club.
Then, whether it be for political reasons, athletic rivalry, the fact that I am a representative of the USA.
Number 7. Miss Russia is dethroned. There's a little confusion over the dethroning of 2002 winner Oksana Fyodorova. Donald Trump said that she was fired for not performing promotional duties, while rumors circulated that Fyodorova had gotten pregnant by a Russian mobster. However, Fyodorova claimed that she'd chosen to move on after being demeaned on the Howard Stern show, and blamed pageant organizers for failing to warn her about Stern's sleazy interview style. After that debacle, she decided to put her law degree and career as a police officer front and center, so good for her. It's a shame she and Trump couldn't work out their differences. Maybe they could have made the universe great again. Number 6. Miss Serbia and Montenegro goes full literal. Asked to partake in a fun little game of Would You Rather, this contestant just decided she'd rather not. The question was simple enough. If you could be either fire or water, which would you be and why? This is where the contestant usually thinks up a nice little metaphor and runs with it. Not Miss Serbia and Montenegro Sanja Papic. Instead, she decided to remind all us crazy dreamers out there that being fire or water is not even in the realm of human possibility.
Well, I'm a human being and I don't know how is it to be a fire or a water. And from that reason, I really don't have an answer on this question.
Was she joking, or is she just the most stubbornly scientific thinker to have ever walked the face of the earth? We'll probably never know.
A girl which has an emotion and fire and water doesn't have.
Number 5. Miss USA 2018 offends the non-English speaking world.
USA!
In the modern day of smartphones and social media, very little escapes the public's attention, so you'd better watch your words when vying for Miss Universe. Unfortunately for the USA's Sarah Rose Summers, she must have missed the memo. When a live stream of her making fun of Miss Vietnam and Miss Cambodia for their grasp of English went viral, she was left red-faced and apologetic. Maybe it was more ignorant than malicious, but it was definitely condescending. Let's hope the episode was an eye-opener for her, because after all, it's Miss Universe, not Miss English.
Because I don't believe any child needs to feel alone or scared. Thank you. Kapunka!
Number 4. Miss Venezuela makes absolutely no sense.
If you could make a new law, what would it be, and explain why?
We've all gotten tongue-tied once or twice in our lives, and remaining perfectly articulate in front of thousands of excited people is no easy task. But hey, whoever said becoming Miss Universe was easy? It certainly wasn't easy for Miss Venezuela Irene Esser. After being asked what law she would change, she fired off a confusing monologue about the Constitution and surfing or something.
I think that we should have a straight way to go in our similar or in our life as it is.
There was probably a little lost in translation as she was speaking in her second language. Or maybe she misunderstood the question and was creating a law for a bold new universe entirely. Unfortunately, the judges were not impressed.
For example, I am a surfer, and I think that the best way that I can take is the wave that I wait for it.
Number 3. Miss USA falls 2 years running. Whoever said lightning won't strike twice clearly was not watching the 2007 and 2008 Miss Universe competitions. Now, it's coincidental enough that 2 American entrants, Rachel Smith and Crystal Stewart, both hit the deck while performing at the pageant. But for this to happen in consecutive years and in the exact same segment of the competition, that's just freaky. After Crystal followed Rachel's lead and took a tumble during the evening gown section, the rest of the world must have been wondering if gravity works differently in the States. At least Miss USA 2009 was safe in the knowledge that lightning never strikes thrice. Number 2. Miss Venezuela is body-shamed by Donald Trump.
She weighed 118 pounds or 117 pounds, and she went up to 160 or 70. So this is somebody that likes to eat.
Considered one of the best contestants to ever grace the Miss Universe stage, Alicia Machado had delighted the crowd on her way to victory in the 1996 edition of Miss U. However, in the months afterwards, she put on weight, much to the displeasure of Donald Trump. Not a man known for his tact, Mr. Trump thought it was appropriate to call out Miss Venezuela in public, referring to her as, quote, an eating machine in one interview and allegedly Miss Piggy on other occasions.
Donald, she has a name.
Where did you find
Her
this?
name
Where
is
did you find
Alicia
this?
Machado.
Where did you find
And
this?
she has become a U.S. citizen, and you can bet she's going to vote this November.
Okay, good. Let me just tell you.
After becoming a U.S. citizen, Machado stuck it to Trump by becoming a vocal advocate for Hillary Clinton during the presidential election.
Will you vote for Donald Trump?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Miriam Kiambo is a licensed physical therapist skilled in creating specialized exercises for her patients.
Vuelve a ser la Miss Universo 2009. Bahamas tiembla, yo también, y felices en Telemundo de que una latina sea la ganadora. Se cayó la corona. Carlos, estoy temblando.
She says it's appropriate because she's always been a fighter for hope and courage. She'll keep fighting right now. Guyana!
Now I learn relate with her, with following their example with responsibility and discipline. Thank you.
Yes.
Number 1. Steve Harvey crowns the wrong contestant.
Colombia!
Reliable TV funny man Steve Harvey seemed like a no-brainer when it came to selecting a host for the 2015 competition. He was doing great, too, until he ruined the climax of the show by crowning the wrong contestant.
I have to apologize.
The celebrations for the victory of Miss Colombia, Ariadna Gutierrez, were already in flow when Steve sheepishly re-emerged to announce his error. The real winner was actually Miss Philippines.
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
Ouch! Weeks later, once the dust settled, he apologized profusely, and Gutierrez was able to laugh a little while also taking him to task. And Steve? He was awarded a new and improved contract. Not a bad deal for an epic fail.
Okay, I have to apologize.
No. I'm the one got to apologize. Don't worry about it.
Well, if you could be either fire or water, which would you be? Yeah, those beauty pageant questions are weird, guys. And there are no shortage of interesting moments from beauty pageants, so check out these related videos for more.